the organic sounds are definitely, I would say, pretty straightforward. I mean, there's some solo strings, there's small string orchestra, there's piano, harp. Uh, it's uh, it's all the other stuff maybe that's become experimental. Like we have never heard before. I'm not sure. I'm not the one to judge that. I mean, I definitely try to come up with something creatively that is unique for our show, and that's just uh, it's just pure experimentation. Just with synths and effects and just actually, I guess, making the sound so abstract that you don't even know where it came from necessarily. That's maybe part of it.
That was the experience I had when I was playing through the album. I thought, "What is that sound? What
Yeah.
am I listening to? How did he make that?" And of course, that's actually part of the fun is we don't know.
Yeah, exactly. It's fun to be able to have a project like this where you can just be creative and yeah, sometimes I would just be in the studio and try different things and see what would work and what not. And there was not even it's just a trial and error, really. Sometimes there would not even be a specific goal rather than just improvising with sound design, I guess you can say. And then if there's something interesting you can capture, then you can utilize that and then use it throughout.
Is it possible to say what was one of the toughest scenes, or maybe a couple of the toughest scenes to score, where you maybe struggled trying to figure out what was the right music for this moment?
Yeah, it was in the beginning, like the end of episode one and the end of episode two, I felt were rather challenging because that's really when we established the Santee. The end of episode one is when the stars are blinking and we it's that the reveal with the countdown that had to be in there, and then at the end of two when Yayo decides to contact or reply and to establish that mood, I thought was quite challenging because I wanted something that was it had the Morse code in it, it had the communication part of it, but I felt it should be really abstract and shouldn't get too orchestral. It shouldn't get too specific melodically, but yet the tone really needed to be established. So I thought they were quite challenging.